All right, well, I heard today's Dordle was interesting, and I haven't done a Dordle, Quordle, or Octordle for a little while, so I thought maybe I'd do all three of them today. So, and we're getting later in the week, so maybe we'll do the weekly Quordle challenge as well. But we're starting with the Dordle. I'm gonna do media and cough. That's what I like to start with. And okay, interesting. So we want to reuse the yellow ones, obviously, and we could do something like diced, which isn't actually too bad. It doesn't check a new spot for the U, but it does everything else. So it's a new spot. It's two new spots for the D, and that's one of the things I like about that is we're more likely to locate the D since we know we have the yellow D. It's a new spot for the I, the E, the C. Let's go with that. Okay, so there is just the one D, which isn't too surprising, but it's D-O something something E maybe? Otherwise D-O-E something. And what would that be? Doers. I mean, that's a word. That's certainly possible. Okay. And over here, we still haven't found anything. Juicy would be interesting. I really like that, actually. With the U, the I, and the C, that's my first instinct is to do something with juice, but there's no E. Juicy isn't bad, and there is a chance that there could be a Y over here. I don't necessarily think there is, but let's go with juicy. Oh, all right, juicy, okay. So let me know what else I should have guessed over here. That was the first thing I thought of that was possible. I'm sure there's gotta be some other words that would be possible, but anyways, all right, so D-O, if we do, we could do doers, otherwise there has to be the E at the end, and what is that gonna be? Because the thing is, we've already checked A, E, I, O, U, and Y, so E is the only vowel we have. So if there's not an E third, then we need to have a double consonant in there. And I don't know what that would be. I don't really, now we could have two E's, but I don't really like that either. I'm thinking about doing doers, and if nothing else, R and S are good letters, and we'll have located the E at this point. Either way, let's go for it. Ooh, okay. So the E is at the end, there's an S, it could be like this. Oh, douse, of course. Yeah, douse is pretty good. Otherwise the S would have to be here. And I don't know what that is. I'm gonna go with douse. Oh, juicy and douse, all right. Definitely interesting words. All right, well, let's go on to the Cordle, and we're gonna start with juicy and douse, which is probably not gonna be a great start, but not surprisingly, there's no J. We've checked O, U, I, E, and Y now, so we've checked everything but the A, so that's pretty good. Now, there's 3 words with the E not at the end. Now that is interesting. Very interesting, especially since there's no S or D. It's not like an ES or an ED or something. The C up here makes me think it might end in a K. Something E-C-K. It could even be check. That's possible. What do we want to do? CH is also a possibility. So CHE might be a good way to start our next guess, because we do have the yellow C here. There is the possibility of another C up here. I like checking for the H, especially with a couple of C's. It's a new spot for the 3 E's, and the only word that doesn't have an E is the one where we already have the third letter anyways, so it's good. It could be a possible location for all 3 of these words. It'd be nice to do the I in a new spot too, but I don't know that we're gonna be able to if we're trying to do, well, unless we wanna just go for new letters, we could do, I was gonna say field, but we already know there's no D, but something IE isn't bad, but I don't know what we're gonna do besides a D at the end. Because you could do like field or fiend or, lots of things, but they all end in D. Or fiery, but we know there's no Y. You know, another way we could go, what about pearl? Because we said A is the only vowel we haven't checked yet. And there is only the one word that has the yellow I. That is 4 new letters and a new spot for the letter that we have the most yellows of. Let's go with that. Okay. Good. So this is not, this could be, it's probably EACH now is what I'm thinking instead of CK. It could be maybe K, but I think it's probably an H. It's probably teach, maybe? Teach would be good. I don't know if I'm quite ready to guess that yet, but you could also have a T at the end, something like react, except there's no R. All right, and over here, maybe CLI. CLI is pretty good. Cling. Cling is good. I like cling. That's good. Down here, we've got the I, the E, and the L. Maybe ILE something, but then, fillet. Fillet would be good. I like that, and I was thinking there's a T in this other word, so that's pretty good. Now, unfortunately, we know the L isn't third up here, so it doesn't really help with that. But F and T are new letters. I think I'm gonna go with that. Okay. Interesting. Oh, I didn't even notice. There's 2 E's in this word, so that was really good. Okay, that was really good. And there is an F in here, so that's good too. But it's not a T, it's not teach. Beach, it could be beach. Okay, well this is something E, something EL. And level. Level? Or bevel. Oh man. And bevel with beach, it would be nice to, Shoot. So now I'm tempted to try either beach or bevel. All right, let's look at these other ones some more. Okay, so we've got F-I-L-E, but not, so, this is interesting. And it can't be L-I, it can't be like life something. So the E is either at the beginning, E-file, no, can't be E-file. If the E is at the beginning, okay, if the E is not at the beginning, then it's here. And then you could have ELF? Something like shelf, but we need to have an I. It would have to be I something ELF then. No, that's no good. So it's not ELF. I? F? No. EIL? But then, it's weird because the E and the I can't be second. So you can't have a vowel second. The E is here. I don't know what this is. I should know what it is, I feel like, but I don't. All right, and then up here, I'm still thinking CLI, something like cling. You know what? Let's do this. Let's do bling, which we'll check for the NG for cling, the B for beach, the B for bevel, because I think it's level if it's not bevel. And, I mean, 3 new letters down here. Maybe one of them, I don't know. Let's go for it. Okay, so it's not cling, it could be clink. It's either L-I-N-C, which I don't like, or C-L-I-N, and then I think it has to be clink, right? I think so, and this is gonna be beach. It's gotta be beach. There we go, it's beach. Okay, good. And this is bevel. Okay, very good. Now, we've got, I'm gonna adjust. All right, there we go. I moved this one over so that way you can see both of the words that are left for guessing. And then, so I think it has to be clink. I'm gonna go with that because I don't know what else to. Let's look at the other one first. I think I'm gonna go with clink, but let's just look at this one. So we did find the L. Oh, and there's an N. Okay, so it's not gonna be NL. It's not FL. If it's EL, Elfin. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's gonna be Elfin, isn't it? Oh, I was never gonna come up with that without getting all the letters. Okay, and then I think this has gotta be clink. Oh, okay, there we go. Wow. All right, we unlocked the weekly challenge, so let's go to that one. And we're gonna start with media and cough again. And, ooh, the UI is interesting here. Druid is possible. Not a terrible guess, but it doesn't help us with any of the other ones. We do have 3 yellow eyes, so it'd be nice to do the eye, maybe third or something. We could do something RI, because I'm thinking Druid. We could even do DRI, potentially. But what if we did something like Trick, because we have the yellow C down here. Or Trice, because we have the E. Trice, I like that, let's go with Trice. Okay, well this is something probably I, which makes me think IECE, like peace. I like peace there. I like peace in general. It's a different kind of peace, but. I'm still thinking Druid up there. This has the H, but what's gonna happen with the H? It could be, can't be TH, it can't be CH, it could be SH. SHI. Then shift, but there's no T. Ships, but I don't necessarily like that. And here I like the TH, obviously. So I something TH, maybe width, but there's no D. Sixth is possible. It's not too bad either. Let's do peace. I think that's what that's gonna be. Is it though? Is it? Hold on, let me think. Because we don't necessarily know there's another E there. It could be an N, like mince, but there's no M. Since. And since is probably a better guess, even though it could be peace, because the S and the N might be helpful on these other ones, like sixth, and the SH up here. So let's go with since. Okay, well, I'm glad I didn't do peace. Oh, and it's not SH. This is gonna be sixth though, isn't it? It's gonna be sixth. Okay, there we go. And this is wince, maybe? What else could it be? I think it's gotta be wince. Okay, wince. Oh, and there's a W, okay. So W, it's wine, not wine, whiny. Whiny, there we go. And this, I'm still thinking Druid. No, there's no R. There's no R. Oh, we knew that after Trice, we knew there was no R. Okay, it's not Druid. So what is it then? So if it's UID, squid, but there's no S. So it can't be a Q. Fluid, of course. Fluid, the obvious guess. Oh, there we go. All right. Whiny Fluid wins in sixth, very nice. And you know, while we're here, let's just go ahead and do the sequence as well. Why not? I'm gonna do Flute, Karen, and Showy for this one. I think it's helpful to get all the letters out there. Okay, so this is stale. There we go. Now we've got, we've got all the letters. Ultra, there we go. And then, again, we've got a lot of the letters. The T is either first or last. Something R-U-S-T. Oh, we could do trust. And trust that we will find the T. Ooh, okay. Truss. It could be truss with a double S. Otherwise, yeah, I think it's got to be truss with a double S. There we go. And the final one is S-C-O, oh, what is this? It's not scoff. It's, doesn't necessarily have to have the C there, but if it's not, then it's gotta be the C there, but what? No. Something O-C-K, smock. Smock is pretty good. Ooh, it's not smock. I thought O-C-K was gonna be good. Okay, if it's S-C-O. Oh, we could have a double O. Like scoop. Scoop? Scoop. Oh, there we go, okay. Very nice. All right, now moving on to the Octordle, and you know, I probably would start with the Cordle words, but I can't remember which ones were the Cordle words at this point, so let's just go with media and cough. Why not? It gives me a couple extra guesses, which is nice. We don't have, I mean, we've got 2 A's, 2 H's, 3 E's, 2 U's. So it'd be nice to reuse some of those in new places. We could do, I mean, E at the end is nice, but again, like I've said before, it's kind of nice to not guess the E at the end, because if you get a yellow E, you can probably assume it's at the end a lot of times. It's not always, but, so what if we did something EA, even EAD, with an H? H-E-A-D? Is there a thing like that? I don't know that there is. Well, ahead, actually. It would check 2 new spots for those A's, but it's very unlikely that the yellow A here is supposed to be at the beginning, A-E. So how much good is that? I mean, the A in this word is almost certainly third. Not for sure, but I mean, it's basically third. So that's essentially like, if we know that that's third, probably, then it's like saying, well, there's basically 1 yellow A at that point. So maybe the A isn't as big of a deal. And doing the H second isn't very good, because we already know the yellow H here is not second. The H is most likely first over here, probably, unless it's like an O-S-H or O-T-H or something. Let's do this. I feel like we can sort of say that probably at least a couple of these E's are at the end. Most likely, not necessarily, but there's 2 U's that are yellow. Let's do rusty, which checks R, S, T, and Y, new letters, and a new spot for those 2 U's. Because I feel like if we can locate the U, that might help, because the U is the less common letter, so it'll limit the number of words. Okay, good. And the Y was helpful here, so, ooh, interesting. If it's H-U, then you think hurry, but there's no R. So hubby is possible. Otherwise, it's probably something H-Y, but there's no S, there's no C, there's no T. What would that be? I don't think that works. I think it's gotta be H-U. You could have huffy or hubby or hulky. Okay, yeah, there's a few possibilities there with the H at the beginning. And, okay, let's see, what else do we got? We've got, this could be steed. I don't know that yet, but that's pretty good otherwise. I like the S at the beginning. ST here is good. This could be, no, there's no R. Ooh, it can't be store or story. It could be, no, interesting. I don't know what that's gonna be. What about TRO? I don't know. Okay, in this one we've got, I mean, UI seems reasonable, but otherwise the I has to be at the end probably. So I think UI there, but then, I mean, if the R was at the end, what would come between the I and the R? No, it would have to be this, I think. Huh. The I is not going to be at the beginning. It's not gonna be IU. And if the I is at the end, huh, I feel like I should be able to figure that one out. I don't know. And anytime you have a U second, you wanna consider a Q at the beginning. But, oh, quirk, ha, there we go. Okay, well, like I said, you wanna consider a Q at the beginning. Okay, well, that's certainly possible. I think that's pretty good. I'm gonna go with it. Okay, it's quirk, good, good. Now, not surprisingly, we didn't find a Q anywhere else, but okay, and when we found the R here, okay, so it's not TR, and I feel like it's gotta be O, R, T, a sport. Can't be short, it could be snort. Sport or snort? Sport or snort is what I'm thinking there. Okay, good. And here, ooh, we got a K. Ooh, okay, so hulky, right? I mean, you're not gonna have the HK in the middle. That's not gonna work. So you either have the K at the beginning, which I don't think works either. So it's gotta be here. So if it was K here, K there, it could be husky, but there's no S. Hunky or hulky? Okay, hunky or hulky, sport and snort. I'm thinking SH here, ASH, like leash. Leash is pretty good there. I think I'm gonna go with that. Leash, okay. Oh, we got an L here. Good. And it's not, so it's not gonna be ATL. So it's LATE, basically. Plate is pretty good. I think given the letters we have left, ooh, elate is also possible. With another, oh man, I can't type. With another E. Plate and elate. I've also got sport, so two of them that could have a P. I've got two that could have an N. Oh, hulky was a possibility, and we got rid of the L. So this is hunky, I think. Let's go with hunky. Nice, which checked for the N. So this is snort. There we go. Now, unfortunately, we still haven't checked the P. But what were we saying? Plate or elate? Yeah, okay. This is gonna be honor. Very nice. And I still think steed here, but I'm a little worried that I'm missing something else. And over here we've got, I mean, it's gotta be ERY, right? But, ooh, we could have two, we could have every. We could have double E. Actually, if it's not every, I mean, if it is just ERY, then we need a double consonant at the beginning. What would that be? You know, with the consonants we have left, there's just not a lot of good options for a double. And if the E is only at the beginning, then you need a triple consonant in the middle with the R. So I think it's gotta be E something ERY, which, you know, it can't be emery, there's no M. I think it has to be every. Good, which checked for the double E over here, well, and the E at the beginning, so it is elate. Very good. And then our final one, do I need to adjust? No, I don't. Wow, that's amazing. I still think steed. Oh, and it has a double E, so yeah, steed. There we go. Very cool. All right, well, let's just continue it. Why not? Let's do the octordle sequence, sure. All right, octordle sequence. I'm gonna do, am I gonna do, no, I'm gonna do the median cough. I don't know, I go back and forth between which one is better for these sequences. Oh, man, okay. Well, that wasn't very good, but we could, I wanted to do something like Smith, but we know there's no H. But I like SMI. Smiley? Ooh, that must be EY. What about slimy? That's pretty good too. Okay. So, a miss? Oh, but there's no A. Right. We only have the I. So, unless there's two I's, it's gotta be like, something like Or prism. Prism. There we go. All right, prism. Very good. Ooh, okay, now R-E and rent something. I feel like this is gonna have a double E. Something like this. Like nerve. Nerve is pretty good. Ooh, okay, interesting. So probably here then. Ferret? Beret. Ferret has 2 R's, right? Yeah. Beret. I think beret. Beret, okay, there we go. Ooh, it keeps scrolling up on me. Weird, okay. Ooh, there's, oh, I was about to say there's 2 S's, but there's not. The yellow, well, there could be, but the yellow and the S are on different rows. So L-A-S, probably. Flask could work. Okay, flask. I don't know why it keeps scrolling. All right, Dolly? Okay, Dolly. I mean, at this point, all we have left is Q, W, J, Z, and X. I mean, we've checked all the rest of the letters. So this is balmy. This is S-C-O, no, S-stock. There we go. Milky. And the final one, here, maybe we will scroll. Oh, now it doesn't want me to scroll. Now that I'm trying to scroll, it won't let me. Okay, whatever. There we go. I'm not annoyed by the site. You're annoyed by the site. Okay. Ooh, and we need it's gonna be, I was gonna say we're gonna need one of those other 5 letters, but we just need another E. It's gonna be Erie. There we go. Okay, perfect. All right, let's try the rescue. Why not? We'll go for it. Okay, here we go. So it gives us the first 4 guesses. Ooh, this is interesting. E-T-T-Y. I'm thinking petty. Petty. There's probably something else that could be. There's got to be something else. Okay. Well, let's think vowels for a minute. We've checked E, I, O, U, and Y. So it's everything but A. Sounds familiar. This is noise. That's noise. Okay, we got that one. Good. This is something E, probably double R. Y, like Mary or Barry or Jerry. Lots of possibilities. This is L-E-S, probably. Unless the E is at the beginning, and then I feel like it would have to have an A in the middle. So E-S, but then what's at the end? Oh, another S. It could be bless. Bless is pretty good there. There's a CH. I mean, it's got to be CH like that, right? CH, and then I'm thinking EE, something like cheek or cheap. The T is at the beginning. Okay, this is T's, which is gonna let us check for the A. Very nice. There we go. This is TE something I? Something, maybe? Well, here, let's look for a second, because we've checked for double E's now, right? Ah, this one has a double E, okay, which is what I was thinking. Yep, cheek or cheap, probably. Okay, this is T-E something I think. What would that be, though? Tepid? Tepid's pretty good. I like tepid there, and I was thinking petty was a possibility. Let's go for that. Tepid, and it is petty. Very nice. There we go. Okay, now, do those help us anywhere else? We don't have a P or a D in any of these. Okay. This, I'm still thinking bless. And it's not cheap, so I think cheek, probably. There we go. Good. And this has, okay, T, U, maybe L. Otherwise, L-E. If it's this, I don't know what it is. And if it's this, I'm not sure what it is. Oh, no, it's gonna be double L, like that, tool. There we go, okay. I couldn't figure out, well, if it's the L here, if it's the L there, it doesn't work with the other letters we have left, but that's because it was a double L. All right, now let's just shift these down. That way we can see our last couple ones here. I'm still thinking Barry or Jerry. And it could be Jerry like, oh no, that's just a name. That's right. Jerry this way is the Jerry can. Yeah. Okay. So Barry or Mary. Oh, we've still got several possibilities there. Okay, and this, I'm thinking bless. I think it's almost gotta be. Let's go with bless. Good, what's checked for Barry. So now we've got Mary or Jerry. I think it's only those two options. Ooh, Jeremy is possible. Which would be a good way to go because that would also check for Mary. And if it's not Jeremy or Mary, then I think it's gotta be Jerry. Let's go with Jeremy. Okay, it's Mary. There we go, very nice, all right. All right, there we go. So the Dortle, a few Quordles, a few Octordles. So we did all the ordles. I know, you could also go on to set a Cordle and do a Tregordle, and it goes on forever. But the ordles that I normally do. And really, once you get to those bigger ones with more words, it almost gets easy because you're gonna have a word that has the letter, you're gonna find a word that you know what to guess, I guess, is the point, right? The more words you get, the easier it gets sometimes once you get to a certain point. So at any rate, there you go. That was a bunch of words. Let me know how you did with all of these puzzles and which word you had the hardest time with. And of course, be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon with some more puzzles.
If any of you are Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy fans, I'm waiting for the Babelfish to happen
exactly.
soon. Yeah.
That's actually what I was thinking is another good use for a robot is, how many of you have been yelling kudos since I got the bonus word, kudo? I got distracted looking at my own videos. Whew, well, maybe Churn and Cacao are gonna save us because Jazzy and Geese were not good at all. Ooh, that was really good. Okay. So that makes me think dude, the dude. Let's try that. Yes, okay, scrap? I hope so, because it's our last guess. Woo, okay.